Well, my pretties, this is the Lion Queen speaking, and today I am going to talk about a certain video game that I've liked ever since 2008, and that you guys may be familiar with the game Left 4 Dead. I mean, it came out in 2008, and the second game came out in 2009. So, with that being the case and that being said, I'm going to explain about what I got and how I got into it and explain my reasons why I got into it. And yeah, I mean, the first game's been around since 2008 and it's an older game. Like it's like 15 years old. Well, the first game's like 15 years old. I can't believe it's that old. I mean, you know, back in the day before Left 4 Dead came out, I was playing stuff like Doom, Halo, that type of stuff and games. However, there is some games that I still really find to bring me back good memories. Memories of how I used to enjoy playing the game and remember all the fun times, etc. So, most of you guys probably have heard of the fan base, also known as the fandom of Left 4 Dead, and it's still active today, and people are still playing it. I mean, despite it being like old, like an older game, despite it being an older game, people are still enjoying the game and they're still playing it. I mean, this honestly is just very surprising because I didn't expect Left 4 Dead to still be played after so long. I mean, it's on Xbox 360, so anybody who is interested in Left 4 Dead would probably want to get an Xbox 360 just to play that game. So with that being said, I am going to go ahead and explain, kind of like the plot of the game in case if you guys don't remember what the plot of the game is about, or for those who want context as to what the game's about. I'm going to give it a little bit of the disclosure to the first one. And the first and the second game is pretty much the same thing, except with different characters and settings are different. So in Left 4 Dead 1, it's basically taking place on the north of the U.S., while Left 4 Dead 2 takes place in the south end of the U.S. So basically, it's about 4 survivors who end up fighting the groups of zombies, aka special infected, including special infected or special zombies, whatever you guys prefer to call them as. I personally really enjoyed Left 4 Dead 1 and 2, and I think I like the second game better. I find the second game to be more fun, although the first one was just as good, so there's definitely that. So, in the all due reality, when I started playing this game back in 2009, I honestly fell in love with how well made the game is, like the gameplay, the zombies, everything about it was just flat out amazing. And honestly, I didn't expect that to be the case, but Left 4 Dead, honestly, is one of the best zombie games I've ever played. I mean, I've played some other games, with zombies before, but Left 4 Dead is definitely one of them. Now, we only have the first 2 Left 4 Dead games, and unfortunately, there is no Left 4 Dead free. However, I did hear rumors saying that Valve might be making Left 4 Dead free, but is this lying to, the fans just so they don't know that they're making it or something. But the engine that Valve made the game, I think the settings or something for it was complex, which is why we never got a Left 4 Dead free. But that's just my guess personally. I don't know. But I mean, if Left 4 Dead free were to ever happen, I would have really liked it if the plot of it was just as good as the first 2 games. But however, though, will we ever get a third Left 4 Dead game? Well, that's a mystery because it's been like 15 years. So, I mean, we could get like maybe a re-release of the first 2 Left 4 Dead games. Like maybe a remaster. I mean, who knows? Maybe they might do a remaster version. Like maybe remaster all the enemies, the characters, maybe remaster the levels or something. Or maybe make a re-release for the Xbox One. Because, I was hoping that Left 4 Dead 3 would come out to be the way it is. But there is no way to know for sure entirely if Left 4 Dead Free would ever be the case or not, because the chances are Valve could be lying about Left 4 Dead 2, well, not Left 4 Dead 2, but like Left 4 Dead Free not coming out, just to maybe, try to trick us into believing they're not going to come out with the game, but they actually are. I hate when big companies like this say, oh, they're not going to do something, like not going to make, let's say, for example, like take it from the Teen Titans Season 6 I talked about back in the summer of this year. In that one, with Teen Titans, it could be rumors that there could be just characters, like, for example, for Season 6, a lot of people wanted Season 6 of Teen Titans, and it's a possibility that Cartoon Network could be just lying about getting Season 6 and saying it's not coming out, just to try and maybe trick us into believing they're not coming out with Season 6 of Teen Titans when they actually are. So, I mean, that is a possibility that Valve could be doing that with Left 4 Dead by saying, Left 4 Dead Free is not coming out. However, I find that hard to believe. But at the same time, though, we don't really know. I mean, it's a possibility that in the Left 4 Dead community is still active, so maybe Left 4 Dead Free might come out. But will we know for sure? Well, I don't know. I'm not sure if it'll ever come out or not. But if anybody who's in the Left 4 Dead community could probably maybe know for a fact if Valve is ever going to make a third game or not. Because I would really like to see the third game actually happen. And if it does, I'm kind of wondering myself if there's going to be new characters, or if there's going to be like a new backstories, or maybe new special infected, like how they did with the second game when they introduced the Jockey, the Spitter, and the Charger. But we don't really know entirely if the third game will come out. But if anybody has any updates regarding Left 4 Dead Free, if it's ever going to come out or not, like anybody in the Valve community or in the Left 4 Dead community, I mean, you guys can let me know if you guys, hear anything about Left 4 Dead Free. But getting back on topic as to why I like the game. Well, there is a lot of reasons as to why, but the main reason is because it's, it's got a really great plot, it's got really good characters, it's got good gameplay, and I personally really enjoyed how well made this game is, especially with, shooting the zombies and, lots of campaigns and stuff. And I would really like for Left 4 Dead, Free to come out, because I honestly would think it'd be kind of awesome to see another Left 4 Dead game. Will that ever happen? Well, I'm not sure. I mean, it's a possibility we could get another Left 4 Dead game, but Valve isn't telling us. But will we know entirely? Maybe we will, but as of now, I can't really be 100% sure if Left 4 Dead Free will ever come to be. But yeah, I keep going off topic. So when I first played this game, I honestly was not expecting it to be very good, but it was so good. It was one of the best zombie games. I mean, I like this game as well as the Walking Dead, the Telltale series. That's actually one of the games I really enjoy, and I personally still enjoy it today. Like, the Telltale series are always still one of my favorite games, next to, this one. So, like, this Left 4 Dead game was actually pretty cool. So, I mean, I like the fact that all the zombies in there are just flat out amazing. And I mean, I know they're making games today, but it's just so disappointing that then people nowadays just don't make games the same way as they used to do, or just as good as this one. I mean, I'm being brutally honest with you guys. So there is definitely that. But I personally really enjoyed how well made the game is for what it is. I mean, the characters are cool. The community is, the Left 4 Dead fan base is still active. Like, it is still very active, but however, though, we don't know if Left 4 Dead Free will ever come out or not. I mean, it's a possibility, but we don't really know. We won't know until then, but anyways. a long time ago when I started, when I had YouTube, I was looking up a lot of pictures as a young kid of, characters from Left 4 Dead, and most of the fan art I've seen are actually fans of Left 4 Dead. Like, a whole bunch of people like to make fan art out of them. Like, I've seen some gory fan art of, like, for example, what is it? Oh, yeah, like, for example, Smoker or Hunter and Boomer getting, killed by the survivors. That kind of fan art. I mean, I'm pretty surprised that whoever had talent to do that, they're pretty awesome at drawing that. So, there's definitely this. There's definitely this that's going on. I'm surprised that more people still play Left 4 Dead because of the nostalgic reasons. Because they really like Left 4 Dead. They like the community. I mean, I know the community is has some ups and downs, especially, some, people in the fan base. Like, some of the people in the Left 4 Dead fan base are pretty chill, but there are some toxic ones that like to talk crap saying, oh, this person is this. I mean, I remember there was this one YouTuber that actually was accused of stealing artwork, like Left 4 Dead artwork, from other people on DeviantArt by the name of Chomchik, which, of course, I kind of don't know if that's just rumors or maybe it's just people trying to come up with false accusations just to get attention from him or something, but I don't really know, to be fair, because I don't know. I mean, I didn't really watch the whole video of it, but at the same time, though, I don't really know much about Chomchik, only the fact that I like that he plays gameplay of Left 4 Dead, which, of course, I mean, I do have my ups and downs when it comes to the Left 4 Dead games itself. I mean, Left 4 Dead still has its flaws, too, despite it being a good game. It still has its flaws. Like, I mean, every game still has its flaws despite it being good, and I'm still very shocked that more people are playing the game. Like, a lot more people are playing the game, which is awesome, because of nostalgic reasons. I mean, that's why more people are playing the game. Do I recommend this game for gamers? Well, if you're into zombies and that, I definitely recommend you guys check it out if you haven't. You guys will not be disappointed by one bit. So, yeah, I mean, in all the reality, I personally really still like Left 4 Dead. I mean, I'm like, 25. I still like Left 4 Dead. Like, even when I'm in my 50s, I'll still like it no matter what it is. So there's definitely that. But do I personally like this game? Yes, I still like this game. I still find it to be really cool and well made for what it is. I still personally really like how, the plot line is. I like how everything went out for this game. I mean, it's just a really well made game, in my honest opinion. Yes, I am aware while it may have faults, like, not faults, but like flaws with this game, but I personally really am still glad that there's tons of gameplay of this game, because this game has gotten very popular since back in 2008. So yeah, I mean, when the second one came out, I started jumping on the bandwagon and started wanting to get the other games, so there's definitely that. I personally really recommend this game to anybody who's a gamer, and if they like, anything with zombies or anything with, shooters, any shooting games. I mean, I personally really think this game does have, very good gameplays. And, I mean, I've seen a couple gameplays online that are pretty cool too. So there's definitely that. What do I have to say about the characters? I mean, we got Bill, Francis, Lewis, Zoe, and, Bill, Francis, Lewis, Zoe, Ellis, Nick, Coach, and Rochelle. Those are the main characters of Left 4 Dead, but I personally think the characters are pretty well made in detail. I mean, I really do wish we got a bit of backstories, behind each character, and each character has different background and different quirks and stuff about their character, but, that's what makes the character unique about a certain character. And I personally really like that we get backstories of each one. I like the backstories, and, you know, I still play it today every now and then. I still play Left 4 Dead 1 and 2 every now and then, and I still find the game enjoyable. Despite the flaws that the game had, I still really enjoy this game no matter what age I am. Like, I could be like in my 60s, I still like the game regardless. You know, it doesn't matter how old you are, you could still play video games. You could still really enjoy yourself and have a very fun time with the game you like. Like, it doesn't matter how old you are, you could still enjoy what you like. That's one of the main things that I say when it comes to gaming. I still like gaming today, and even then, though, this game actually really brings me back memories of back when I remember starting to play this game out. I mean, at first I thought I wasn't going to really enjoy the game, but after playing it a couple times, I actually thought it was pretty good. Like, it's good for what it is. It's got a good plot line. I mean, yeah, it still has its flaws. I'm not going to deny that one bit. It still has its flaws. But I personally enjoy the game regardless. So, with that being said, and that being the case, I personally really enjoy how well it is. So if you guys really enjoy this game, then you guys will not be disappointed one bit, because it's such a great game. And I still personally enjoy this game regardless how old I am. Like, I could be, you know, in my 50s, and I'll still like it no matter what. But, you know, one thing I'm going to say is this. Always be happy for what you're into. Don't be upset if somebody, you know, says, oh, why are you playing this game? It's for younger kids or whatever. Don't be afraid to, you know, say or speak out for yourself if, you know, if somebody is telling you in public or anything saying, oh, why you're playing that game, it's for younger kids. I mean, Left 4 Dead is definitely not for kids. I know that, because it's got violence in that. So that game it's definitely not for kids. I can definitely say that. Left 4 Dead games, I mean, I know teenagers play it, but it's mainly for adults. Like, adults can enjoy this game. Even if they're older, they can still enjoy it no matter what. So, in all due reality, what do I personally think? It's a fun game. You will not be disappointed one bit. You'll really enjoy the game. So, I mean, I know it's backwards compatible with the Xbox One, so anybody who wants to play on the Xbox One, you're in luck. So, anyways, I'm going to sit here and just personally just say right now that if you're not a fan of Left 4 Dead, I respect your opinion. Like, it's your choice if you like it or not. You can say whatever you like about the game. You don't have to like it if you don't want to. That's your choice. Nobody else is to tell you what you can and cannot do. So, I guess with that being said and that being the case, yeah, if I'm missing something about the game I'm talking about in this video, just let me know what it is in the comments below. As always, I'm the Lion Queen. I want to thank you so much for watching today's video. If you're new to my channel, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. Ring the bell for notifications to when I upload, so that way you guys will not miss an upload. And as always, if you guys want to go check out my DeviantArt account as well, link to my DeviantArt will be in the About page section, so you guys can go check that one out. If you guys want to go check out my Twitter page, then link to my Twitter is also there as well. Also, if you want to subscribe to my backup channel known as Miss Dark Shigo, link to that will also be there, so you guys can go check it out. And as always, let me know what you think of this game and stuff in the comment section. If I'm missing something, please don't hesitate to let me know. So, yeah. And as always, I'm going to sit here and just say right now, I'll be seeing you guys all in the next video. Peace out, and like always, roll the outro because I'm out.